Did you know that right this moment, someone is falling deeply in love while someone else is building walls that keep love away? The difference isn't luck or timing. It's how they speak to themselves when nobody's listening. Your internal dialogue is shaping your love life more powerfully than any dating app or relationship coach ever could. Those quiet words you whisper to yourself in the mirror, they're broadcasting a signal that either attracts or repels deep connection. Most people never realize they're sabotaging their chances at true love with the phrases they repeat daily. Our minds create what our words describe. It's that simple and that profound. The secret lies in restructuring your self talk in specific ways that open invisible doors to meaningful connection. This isn't about empty positivity. It's about speaking a language that rewires your nervous system to recognize and receive love when it appears. People who master this internal language shift find themselves naturally drawing in partners who see their worth without the exhausting chase. Your self talk creates the love, blueprint others respond to without even knowing why. What you'll learn today has transformed thousands of seemingly unlucky in love individuals into people who attract healthy relationships with surprising ease. The method works regardless of your past experiences or current situation. When we look in a mirror, what reflects back isn't just our physical appearance, it's our entire relationship with ourselves. This invisible mirror exists in every word you speak to your own heart. Words create worlds within us. I'm unlovable builds very different internal architecture than I welcome love easily. Each phrase lays down neural pathways that either welcome or block deep connection. Many walk through life wondering why love feels so distant while unknowingly broadcasting a frequency of unworthiness. Their mirror effect works perfectly, reflecting back exactly what they've programmed themselves to believe. Think of it like this. Your self-talk forms the blueprint that relationships follow. Speaking harshly to yourself teaches others to treat you the same way. When you tell yourself nobody stays, you unconsciously create behaviors that push people away, confirming what you already believed. Mirror neurons in our brains respond to these internal conversations. They shape how we carry ourselves, the micro expressions on our faces, and the subtle energy we bring to interactions. Others pick up on these cues without realizing it. True love flows toward those who have established loving dialogue with themselves first, not from desperation or neediness, but from genuine self-respect that becomes magnetic to similarly healthy people. Notice what happens when someone enters a room already carrying negative self-judgment. Their body language closes, their voice tightens, their ability to connect authentically diminishes, all stemming from words they've spoken to themselves. Watch what shifts when you change. I always attract the wrong person to I recognize and welcome healthy love. Your posture changes, your eye contact strengthens, your ability to set boundaries improves, your attraction to drama decreases. The mirror never lies. It simply reflects. Change the words you speak to yourself, and you change what reflects back in every relationship you encounter. Catching toxic self-talk requires becoming a detective in your own mind. Words slip through our internal dialogue almost invisibly, poisoning potential relationships before they begin. Listen closely to what runs through your mind when someone compliments you. Do you accept it or immediately dismiss it? They're just being nice. Or if they really knew me, signals a pattern worth examining. Pay attention to phrases that include always and never. These absolute statements lock us into false narratives. I always get ghosted, or I never meet available people. creates expectations that manifest in reality. Morning thoughts reveal deeply ingrained patterns. What's the first thing you say to yourself upon waking? Those initial moments often contain our most honest self-communication. For many, it's an automatic stream of criticism or worry about being unlovable. Notice what happens when you look at couples who seem happy. Does your internal voice whisper, "That will never be me," or "They just got lucky"? These seemingly small comments form the foundation of your love reality. Physical triggers reveal hidden patterns too. When anxiety tightens your chest before a date, what words accompany that feeling? "I'll probably say something stupid," or "they'll find someone better," reflects toxic programming running in the background. Social media scrolling exposes another layer. That pang when seeing engagement announcements or happy couples, what do you tell yourself in those moments? "Everyone finds love except me," plants seeds of isolation that grow into self-fulfilling prophecies. Writing down these thoughts for just 3 days often reveals shocking patterns. Many discover they speak to themselves in ways they would never tolerate from a friend or partner. Becoming aware doesn't mean judging yourself harshly for these patterns. Simply noticing them creates space between the thought and your identity. That tiny space is where transformation begins, where toxic self-talk loses its grip and new possibilities emerge. Awareness alone shifts energy. Once spotted, these thoughts lose their invisible power and become simply old habits waiting to be replaced. Shifting language creates immediate changes in how love flows toward us. Small adjustments in daily phrases dramatically transform our love magnetism. Start with eliminating trying from your vocabulary. "I'm trying to find love" carries a vibration of struggle and effort. Replace it with "I'm allowing love to find me." Feel how different that sits in your body. One pushes, one receives. Drop why questions that keep you stuck. "Why am I always alone?" only strengthens neural pathways of isolation. Instead, ask, "What am I learning that prepares me for deep connection?" This opens possibilities rather than cementing problems. Remove should from relationship thoughts. "I should be married by now," or "I should feel attracted to them," creates judgment and resistance. Replace with "I'm exactly where I need to be," or "I trust my authentic feelings." Cut out comparison words. Phrases like "everyone else has found someone," or "my ex's new partner is better than me," poison your attraction field. Shift to "my unique path brings exactly what serves my highest good." Eliminate scarcity language. "All the good ones are taken," or "time is running out," broadcast desperation, repelling healthy prospects. Replace with abundance. "Wonderful partners appear in perfect timing." Watch for victim phrasing. "They made me feel," or "dating apps are terrible," places power outside yourself. Shift to ownership. "I choose how I respond," or "I select environments that support my relationship goals." Banish absolutist timeline language. "I'll never find someone," or "I always get hurt," creates exactly those outcomes. Replace with "I'm open to surprising joy," or "each experience teaches me to recognize healthy love." Notice past tense limitations. "I've tried everything" closes doors to new approaches. Shift to present and future-focused phrases. "I discover new ways of connecting daily." Perhaps most powerful, replace want with welcome. "I want a relationship" speaks of absence. "I welcome love into my life" speaks of readiness and receptivity. These language shifts might seem subtle, but they fundamentally change the frequency you broadcast. Words hold power. They're not just descriptions of reality, but active creators of it. Speaking differently to yourself rewires both conscious and subconscious patterns around love. Morning moments are fertile ground for planting seeds of love attraction. How we speak to ourselves during those first conscious minutes sets the tone for what will magnetize throughout the day. Create a morning ritual that trains your mind toward love receptivity instead of doubt or lack. Begin while still lying in bed, eyes closed, body relaxed. Place one hand on your heart and take 3 deep breaths before speaking your first intentional words. Say aloud, "Today I am worthy of deep connection. I attract relationships that honor my authentic self." Speaking these words activates both auditory and vocal neural pathways, strengthening their impact beyond silent thoughts. Move to the bathroom mirror for the next phase of this love-attracting ritual. Looking into your own eyes, speak specific appreciation for 3 aspects of yourself unrelated to appearance. I love how I listen deeply to others. I appreciate my capacity for growth. I value my willingness to stay open. Follow with statements that align you with love's frequency. Love flows to me easily. I recognize and welcome healthy connection when it appears. Speaking these phrases while maintaining eye contact with yourself bypasses doubt and skepticism. Then write in a dedicated journal, "Today, I will notice evidence that love is already present in my life." This primes your reticular activating system, the part of your brain that filters information, to spot moments of connection you might otherwise miss. During morning routines like showering or making breakfast, consciously replace automatic negative thoughts with questions that open possibilities. How might unexpected joy find me today? What new evidence of my lovability might appear? End your morning ritual with gratitude for love that exists now and is approaching. Thank you for the love already surrounding me. Thank you for the beautiful connections heading my way. Consistency transforms this practice from nice words into new neural wiring. Morning ritual effectiveness compounds over time. What feels like affirmation on day 7 becomes genuine belief by day 30. What feels like belief by day 60 becomes your default operating system by day 90. Many who struggle with love attraction skip this critical morning programming, leaving their subconscious tuned to old frequencies of unworthiness or fear. This simple practice rewrites that invisible code. Morning moments are fertile ground for planting seeds of love attraction. How we speak to ourselves during those first conscious minutes sets the tone for what will magnetize throughout the day. Create a morning ritual that trains your mind toward love receptivity instead of doubt or lack. Begin while still lying in bed, eyes closed, body relaxed. Place one hand on your heart and take 3 deep breaths before speaking your first intentional words. Say aloud, "Today I am worthy of deep connection. I attract relationships that honor my authentic self." Speaking these words activates both auditory and vocal neural pathways, strengthening their impact beyond silent thoughts. Move to the bathroom mirror for the next phase of this love-attracting ritual. Looking into your own eyes, speak specific appreciation for 3 aspects of yourself unrelated to appearance. I love how I listen deeply to others. I appreciate my capacity for growth. I value my willingness to stay open. Follow with statements that align you with love's frequency. Love flows to me easily. I recognize and welcome healthy connection when it appears. Speaking these phrases while maintaining eye contact with yourself bypasses doubt and skepticism. Then write in a dedicated journal, "Today, I will notice evidence that love is already present in my life." This primes your reticular activating system, the part of your brain that filters information to spot moments of connection you might otherwise miss. During morning routines like showering or making breakfast, consciously replace automatic negative thoughts with questions that open possibilities. How might unexpected joy find me today? What new evidence of my lovability might appear? End your morning ritual with gratitude for love that exists now and is approaching. Thank you for the love already surrounding me. Thank you for the beautiful connections heading my way. Consistency transforms this practice from nice words into new neural wiring. Morning ritual effectiveness compounds over time. What feels like affirmation on day 7 becomes genuine belief by day 30. What feels like belief by day 60 becomes your default operating system by day 90. Many who struggle with love attraction skip this critical morning programming, leaving their subconscious tuned to old frequencies of unworthiness or fear. This simple practice rewrites that invisible code. Crafting effective love affirmations requires precision. Generic statements often fail because they lack personalization and emotional resonance. A formula exists that transforms ordinary affirmations into powerful love magnets. Start with present tense phrasing, "I am," rather than "I will be" or "I want to be." This signals to your subconscious that love exists now rather than in some distant future. "I am naturally attractive to healthy relationships" works far better than "I will find someone someday." Add physical sensations to make affirmations tangible. "I feel warm waves of worthiness flowing through my chest" engages your body in the affirmation process. This physical component bridges the gap between intellectual understanding and embodied experience. Include emotional states within your statements. "I joyfully welcome deep connection into my life" infuses the affirmation with feeling. Emotion acts as an amplifier, strengthening the impact beyond mere words. Address specific love blocks with targeted phrases. If abandonment fears plague you, create, "I trust in relationship stability and welcome reliable love." For those fearing vulnerability, "I open my heart safely, revealing my authentic self with ease." Craft affirmations that correct your particular negative self-talk patterns. If you repeatedly think "nobody stays," create "I naturally attract lasting commitment from partners who value me deeply." Avoid comparative language in affirmations. "I attract better partners than before" keeps focus on the past. Instead use "I attract partners who match my evolved self." Make statements believable yet expansive. If "I am irresistible to perfect partners" feels false, adjust to "I grow more magnetic to healthy love each day." Your subconscious accepts gradual shifts more readily than complete reversals. End each affirmation with evidence-seeking phrases. "And I notice proof of this daily." This directs your attention toward confirmation rather than contradiction. Write your collection of personalized affirmations in a special journal or card carried with you. Speak them during high receptivity moments, upon waking, before sleep, during exercise, while driving, or after meditation when brain waves are most conducive to reprogramming. This formula transforms vague wishes into precisely targeted neural pathways that recognize and welcome love when it appears. Weak affirmations merely bounce off existing beliefs. Properly formulated ones penetrate and restructure them. Bodies hold wisdom about love that minds often miss. How we speak to our physical selves directly impacts our capacity to attract deep connection. When someone criticizes their body repeatedly, they create an energy field that actually repels intimate relationships. Notice what happens during daily routines. Standing before mirrors, many automatically catalog perceived flaws rather than appreciating miraculous functioning. These moments become unconscious rituals of rejection. Rejecting parts of ourselves teaches others to do the same. Speaking kindly to your body creates magnetic attraction. Place hands on any area typically criticized and say, "Thank you for being exactly as you are. I appreciate all you do for me." This practice feels awkward initially because it contradicts deeply ingrained habits of self-criticism. Bodies respond instantly to loving words. Blood flow increases to areas receiving positive attention. Tension releases. Posture improves naturally. These physiological shifts radiate outward, subtly changing how others perceive and respond to you. Many struggle with love because they've never established loving dialogue with their own physical form. They speak harshly about weight, aging, features, or conditions, then wonder why potential partners seem to find fault with them too. Try this powerful practice. After showering, apply lotion or oil while speaking appreciation to each body part. Beautiful legs, thank you for carrying me through life. Strong arms, I value your capacity to hold and be held. This ritual reprograms body-related neural pathways that affect romantic attraction. During intimate moments, negative body thoughts create barriers to connection. Training yourself in body-loving language dissolves these obstacles, allowing presence and pleasure to flow naturally. Partners sense this self-acceptance on levels beyond conscious awareness. Movement practices become opportunities for healing body dialogue. While walking, internally say, each step aligns me more completely with love that honors all of me. During exercise, I strengthen both my body and my capacity for healthy connection. For areas of persistent body shame, create specific remedial phrases. My softness makes me more approachable and human, or these lines tell stories of wisdom gained. Speaking differently to your physical self literally changes the frequency you broadcast to potential partners. Bodies always tell the truth about our relationship with ourselves. When inner dialogue shifts from criticism to appreciation, love responds accordingly. Forgiveness dialogue opens channels for love that remained blocked for years. Past relationship wounds create invisible barriers that new connections cannot penetrate unless consciously dissolved through specific internal conversations. Unprocessed hurt becomes armor that feels protective but actually imprisons. Many singles carry silent resentments toward ex-partners, parents who modeled unhealthy relationships, or even themselves for past choices. These resentments broadcast unavailable signals regardless of conscious desire for partnership. Begin forgiveness dialogue with whoever appears first in your awareness when you think about love blockages. Sit quietly with eyes closed and speak directly to them in your mind. I acknowledge what happened between us. I release my need for this pain to define me. For ex-partners who caused hurt, try this powerful phrase. I separate your actions from my worthiness. What happened reflects your limitations, not my value. This distinction frees energy previously trapped in proving yourself deserving or seeking vindication. Parents who fail to demonstrate healthy love require different dialogue. I honor what you could give while releasing expectations for what you couldn't. I create new patterns beyond what you showed me. This conversation liberates you from unconsciously replicating family dynamics. Self forgiveness may prove most crucial yet difficult. Speak to yourself about relationship mistakes. I forgive my younger self who didn't know better. Those choices help me recognize what I truly deserve. Self compassion unlocks doors that self criticism keeps firmly shut. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior or maintaining unhealthy connections. Instead, it means releasing emotional charge that keeps you energetically tied to situations preventing new love from entering. Create physical rituals that embody forgiveness dialogue. Write names or situations on paper, speak your release aloud, then safely burn the paper. Say, I release these bonds completely. I stand available for healthy connection now. Practice forgiveness dialogue regularly for persistent blocks. Some wounds require multiple conversations before fully healing. Notice resistance without judgment. Places that feel difficult to forgive often hide our most powerful love lessons. Pay attention to physical sensations during forgiveness work. Chest tightness, throat constriction, or stomach tension reveals where emotional energy remains stuck. Direct loving phrases specifically to these areas. I release this constriction. Love flows freely through me now. Forgiveness dialogue transforms victims into creators, moving from this happened to me into I choose what happens next. Gratitude language rewires attraction patterns faster than almost any other practice. Speaking thankfulness creates a magnetic field that draws more experiences worthy of appreciation, especially in relationships. Many focus exclusively on what's missing romantically. They speak endless words about absent partners, unmet needs, and love that hasn't arrived. This fixation on lack becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, creating blind spots to connection opportunities already present. Begin shifting this pattern by identifying existing love in unexpected places. Express gratitude aloud for small moments of connection. Thank you for that genuine smile from the barista. I appreciate that thoughtful text from my friend. These acknowledgments expand your definition of love beyond narrow romantic parameters. Notice how gratitude language feels in your body. When genuine appreciation flows through your words, tension releases and energy circulates freely. This physical shift broadcasts receptivity rather than desperation, crucial for attracting healthy partners. Create a daily practice of speaking thankfulness for relationship qualities you desire before they fully manifest. I'm grateful for the growing sense of worthiness within me. Thank you for increasing opportunities to connect authentically with potential partners. This approach acknowledges processes already underway rather than focusing on what's incomplete. For those with active dating lives, gratitude transforms experiences typically viewed negatively. After dates that don't lead to relationships, try, thank you for this clarity about what doesn't align with my highest good. I'm grateful for the refining of my discernment. Speak gratitude for contrast. I appreciate recognizing unhealthy patterns quickly now. Thank you for this wisdom gained from past experiences. This reframes negative history as valuable education rather than evidence of unworthiness. Gratitude language, particularly potent before sleep, sets your attraction frequency overnight. Speak appreciation for three aspects of your current relationship situation, even finding value in the space being prepared for someone wonderful. Many struggle with artificial gratitude, forcing thankfulness for unwanted circumstances. Authentic gratitude emerges from finding genuine meaning within experiences. I'm thankful for discovering my resilience during this period of being single, acknowledges both the challenge and the growth. Watch what happens when gratitude becomes your default language around love. Complaint and lack-focused speech keeps you energetically aligned with more lack. Appreciation speech attunes you to connection possibilities previously invisible. Consistency transforms occasional insights into permanent love magnets. Without regular practice, even powerful techniques fade before creating lasting change in attraction patterns. Create environmental triggers that prompt new self-talk. Place small colored dots on mirrors, phone cases, or door frames. Each time you notice these dots, pause and speak one loving phrase to yourself. This builds automatic positive self-dialogue without relying solely on memory or willpower. Link new language patterns to existing daily routines. While brushing teeth, repeat your core love affirmation. During morning coffee, practice gratitude language. While washing hands, speak quick forgiveness dialogue. These pairings embed new neural pathways alongside established ones. Phone alarms serve as powerful practice prompts. Set 3 daily reminders with specific love-attracting phrases appearing on screen. When the alarm sounds, stop and speak that phrase aloud, regardless of where you are. This interrupts unconscious negative thought spirals that repel connection. Voice recording amplifies effectiveness dramatically. Record your personalized love affirmations in your own voice, then listen during commutes or exercise. Hearing these statements in your voice bypasses mental resistance that sometimes occurs when reading silently. Journal dialogues build consistency during resistance periods. When negative self-talk feels overwhelming, write conversations between your critical voice and your loving voice. Allow both to speak fully on paper. This process creates space between identification with criticism and receptivity to love. Accountability partnerships sustain practice during difficult phases. Find someone committed to similar transformation and check in daily via text with simple confirmations of completed practices. Knowing someone expects your update increases follow-through significantly. Track results systematically to maintain motivation. Keep a small notebook noting evidence of changing love patterns, moments of connection previously missed, confidence in settings that once triggered insecurity, decreased attraction to unavailable people. Progress often appears in subtle shifts before major changes manifest. Physical anchors reinforce consistent practice. Touch your heart center when speaking love-attracting phrases. This physical gesture creates a bodily memory that eventually triggers positive self-talk automatically, even during stressful situations that typically revert to old patterns. Celebrate small wins rather than waiting for perfect romantic outcomes. Notice when you catch negative self-talk more quickly, when gratitude flows more naturally, when body appreciation feels more genuine. These incremental shifts maintain momentum toward larger transformation. Changing how you speak to yourself changes everything about how love finds you. This isn't just positive thinking, it's rewiring your entire love blueprint at the deepest level. The words you choose create either walls or bridges to meaningful connection. When you speak kindly to yourself, forgive past wounds, appreciate your body exactly as it is, and practice gratitude for love in all forms, you become magnetic to the relationships you truly desire. Start today with just one practice from what you've learned. Perhaps the morning ritual or forgiveness dialogue calls to you most strongly. Begin there. Small, consistent shifts in language create profound transformation over time. Notice what changes when you make this commitment to yourself. Many find that within weeks, they attract not just romantic possibilities, but deeper connections in all relationships. The love you speak to yourself overflows naturally to everyone around you. What separates those who find lasting love from those who remain stuck in patterns of disappointment isn't luck or timing, it's the courage to change their internal conversation. If this approach resonates with you, please hit that like button right now. It helps others find this message who might be struggling with the same love blocks you've been facing. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more guidance on creating the relationships you truly deserve. Your transformation journey has already begun with the decision to watch this video today.